What if I told you that this amazing man is already 70 years old? His name is Ronny Yulius, and, most likely, if you had met him on the street, you would never have given him that age. He regularly trains at the gym, leads an active lifestyle, radiates energy, and shows a physical form that many people 20 or even 30 years younger can envy. But the most interesting thing is not even what it looks like. The real question is, what exactly allowed him to maintain his health, strength, and love of life at that age? Today we will analyze the habits and principles that guide Ronny every day, and some of them are so simple that you can start using them today. Perhaps they will help you to preserve youth, energy, and a high quality of life for many years to come. Therefore, watch this video to the end. It will be interesting and useful. So, let's get started. The first is his activity. Many people associate age with a gradual decline in movement. They start walking less, climbing stairs less often, avoiding physical activity, and then wonder why their body is rapidly losing strength. But the body works quite differently. It adapts precisely to what you do regularly. If you move, the body tries to maintain its ability to move. If you stop, it gradually sheds what it no longer uses. This is why activity isn't a consequence of youth, but one of the reasons why people stay young much longer. Gym training plays a special role in Ronny's life. He doesn't try to set athletic records or compete with younger athletes. His goal is much more reasonable: to maintain the functionality of his body. This is a crucial distinction. Many people mistakenly believe that after 60 or 70, training is pointless. In fact, research shows that muscles can develop at virtually any age. Yes, the process is slower, but it continues. Each workout becomes a kind of signal to the body. We need these muscles. We can't lose them. Ronny places special emphasis on upper body training, and there's much more to it than meets the eye. Strong shoulders, arms, and back aren't just about looks. They help a person independently perform dozens of daily tasks: lifting grocery bags, opening a heavy door, picking up a child or grandchild, getting up safely after a fall, or maintaining balance. When the upper body remains strong, a person maintains independence for much longer. That's why it's important to include pulls, presses, pull-ups using machines or resistance bands, push-up variations, and shoulder exercises in your program. The key is not maximizing weight, but consistency and proper technique. But Ronny's physical fitness is only part of the picture. Equally important is how he handles life's challenges. Almost everyone faces challenges. However, some lose strength for weeks after yet another setback, while others quickly return to their normal lives. This ability to recover is considered one of the key characteristics of long-lived individuals. Stress in itself isn't always dangerous. A dangerous state is one that persists for too long. The faster the psyche returns to balance, the less the body is affected by chronic stress hormones. Ronny is emotionally resilient. This doesn't mean he never experiences negative emotions. The difference is that he doesn't allow them to completely control his life. Many people spend hours replaying unpleasant events in their heads, mentally arguing with others, reliving past mistakes over and over again. The body reacts as if the danger is ongoing. Cortisol levels rise, sleep is disrupted, recovery from workouts is impaired, and immunity is weakened. Therefore, one of the most useful habits is learning to shift your focus. After a difficult situation, ask yourself a simple question: what can I do right now? If there is an answer, take action. If there is no answer, stop endlessly ruminating on the problem. This saves a tremendous amount of energy. Another important principle of Ronny's is an optimistic outlook on life. And this doesn't mean a naive belief that everything will always be fine. True optimism is much more practical. It's the habit of seeking opportunities even when circumstances are far from ideal. This approach affects more than just mood. People with a more positive outlook on life are more likely to maintain physical activity, maintain healthy habits better, are less likely to quit after temporary setbacks, and generally remain socially engaged longer. All of this gradually adds up to additional years of healthy life. Ronny also runs a blog dedicated to longevity. This may seem like a minor detail, but it actually conceals an important principle. When a person shares knowledge, connects with others, and discusses topics of interest, the brain remains active. Constant learning, sharing experiences, and staying intellectually active help maintain cognitive function significantly longer. Therefore, it's beneficial not only to read books or watch lectures, but also to discuss new information, take notes, write articles, or even simply share what you've recently learned with friends. If you want to apply Ronny's principles in your life, start with a simple plan. Do strength exercises 2 to 3 times a week, paying attention not only to the legs, but also to the muscles of the back, chest, shoulders, and arms. Try to walk more every day. After a stressful situation, don't let it take up the whole day. Switch to specific actions. Learn something new regularly. And stop measuring your capabilities by the number in your passport. What is much more important is what you're able to do today. The story of Ronny Yulius reminds us of one important thing. Youth is not only about the condition of the skin or the absence of wrinkles. True youth manifests itself in movement, curiosity, strength, the ability to recover from the blows of fate, and the desire to live actively regardless of the number in the passport. His example shows that longevity does not consist of one big secret, but of many small decisions that a person makes every day. Perhaps it is worth making one of these decisions today. Because in 10, 20, or 30 years, it's today's habits that will determine what kind of person you'll look at yourself in the mirror. And a reminder, you can be young on your passport, but lose interest in life, be afraid of change, and stop developing. Conversely, you can be in adulthood while maintaining curiosity, energy, a sense of humor, and a desire to discover something new. It all depends on what you do today. Friends, what do you think of this man? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video that's currently appearing on your screen.